Today we're talking about solving inequalities using multiplication. For a review, when we're solving an inequality, we want the variable by itself on one side of the inequality sign, just the way we did with equation. To do that, we need to use inverse operation. So if we m by itself, what's the inverse operation of m divided by 3? Times 3. So we have to multiply. The inverse operation would be multiplication. We have to multiply times 3. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So n is greater than 9. And we can graph our answer. Will this be an open or a closed circle? Open circle. So on 9, and n is all the numbers greater than 9. If we need to solve n divided by 6 is greater than 7, what is the inverse operation? Multiplication. So we have to multiply by 6. What you do to one side? You do to the other. So n is greater than 42. And we can graph this. 42. Open circle, and n is all the numbers greater than 42. If we have to solve m divided by -3 is less than or equal to 3, what is the inverse operation? Multiplication. We have to multiply times -3. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Anytime we multiply by a negative number, we have to reverse the sign. So m is greater than or equal to -9. What do I mean anytime we multiply? See how we're multiplying here by a -3? How we're multiplying here by a -3? Anytime we multiply times a negative, we have to reverse the inequality sign. Now we can graph this. With a closed circle on -9. If we have to solve -10 times t is greater than or equal to 34, what is the inverse operation we have to use? Division. So that means we divide by -10. What we do to one side, we do to the other. This means t is less than or equal to -3.4. Why did I flip the sign? Anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to reverse the sign. If I graph -3.4, it will be -3, -4. This would be a closed circle on -3.4. If we have to solve 2x is greater than -8, we have to begin by dividing by 2. What you do to one side, you do to the other. X is greater than -4. If we graph this, we would have an open circle on -4, and the graph pointing to all the numbers that are greater than -4.